Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this occasion, we will discuss about halal and haram food in Paris. One of the obstacles often faced by Muslim students or tourists when visiting a place where the majority of the population is not Muslim is food, especially since food is one of the basic needs of humans. But the matter of food is not just about something that can enter the stomach. There are consideration of taste, cleanliness, and other things. For Islam or a Muslim, the selection of food is even stricter, especially when it comes to the issue of halal. Of course, in order not to violate Islamic law, it is mandatory to buy halal food. Usually, most Muslims who don't want to bother looking for halal food will turn vegetarian. That's because what's usually not halal is meat. For example, forbidden meat includes pork or carnivorous animal, or it could also be meat whose slaughter method does not comply with Islamic law, such as reciting basmalah and so on. Europe is a continent that contains countries that some tourists want to visit, one of them being Muslim tourists. But not only visited for vacation, Europe is also a place for students to learn, and there are also students who are Muslims. But don't worry, because now many countries are aware of the halalness of food. One of the countries that we will discuss this time is France, especially is the city of Paris. Like most other countries, when we go to a place where Muslims are a minority, we need to pay attention to several things that can be used a lesson in determining the food that we will consume in the country. In addition to looking at the halal label listed on the food packaging, you can also look at the composition or other things that can support the halalness of the food. Because not all foods have a halal label and not all restaurants or eateries display a halal label on the front page of the restaurant. Actually, there are many halal food stores in the city of Paris. The selection of these three stores is considered to represent all halal food stores in Paris. There are French halal food, house shop, and less delicious d'Orient. Besides the three stores mentioned above, there are many halal food stores that we can't mention one by one. You can ask around your local area where you can find halal food ingredients. But it's not just halal food ingredients that you can find in Paris. You can also find ready-to-eat meals or halal restaurants in Paris. Here are some halal restaurants that you can find in Paris. The first restaurant is Le Jumeirah. This restaurant is one of the most famous halal restaurants in Paris. They serve authentic halal French cuisine. This restaurant is filled with a dim, warm, and romantic atmosphere. Second restaurant is Les Enfants Terribles. This restaurant is far from a romantic ambience. This fine dining restaurant has a contemporary and warm interior atmosphere. When it comes to halal assurance, this restaurant promises the use of clearly labeled halal meat ingredients. The third restaurant is Le Petit Gourmet. When talking about restaurants, we certainly discuss delicious dishes. The difference is these restaurants serve delicious halal French cuisine. These are some examples of halal restaurants in Paris. There are many more halal restaurants in Paris that you can visit. And that's a little describe of some of the halal stores and halal restaurants in Paris or other countries. Hopefully this video can be used as an illustration if the next time we travel to Paris or other country. Thanks for watching. See you the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.